Welcome to another edition of the McAllen Update. I'm Roxanne Lerma. Today we are out at the McAllen Convention Center where we just wrapped up another unforgettable State of the City address.
Mayor Jim Darling.
Mayor Jim Darling made quite an entrance as he ran into the convention center accompanied by more than 100 McAllen students. The crowd loved every minute of it. There were also amazing performances from the award-winning McAllen High School Mariachi Oro, and a special tribute to the late Commissioner Scott Crane. The theme of this year's State of the City? Our Children, McAllen's Future. Health and fitness was also a key part of the address, and McAllen employees were wearing tennis shoes with their attire as a show of support. McAllen Mayor Jim Darling highlighted road improvements, the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall, and definitely McAllen ISD as part of his address. Here's some more reaction to what the mayor had to say.
It was a positive note. It was a positive message for all of those who wonder what does happen to our taxpayers' money. What do we do with our money? And did we really pay for the parade with our taxpayers' money? No. Everything that is taking place in McAllen, he let everybody know exactly what we're doing with our money, exactly how it's being spent. And it was all for the positive of the city of McAllen.
I think it was the mayor's focus on the future, education, and the future not of our children, but for our children, and how the city and the community can work together with the educational institutions here to provide a skilled, well-educated workforce.
Just the whole connection between what we have to do with education, with development, with economic development, and how all that ties together. We've always said that we now know the limited resources. We got to start pooling those resources and making sure that we start thinking as a city.
For more on this story, follow us on our social media outlets. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and watch us on YouTube. You can also catch us on McAllen.net. We'd love to hear your feedback.
The city of McAllen is in the national spotlight again. The city was recently honored with a Keep America Beautiful National Award in Washington, D.C. McAllen was honored for distinguishing itself as an exemplary municipality, taking first place in the government category for its implementation of multiple community improvement and litter prevention programs, including Project Imagine Tomorrow to help curb the amount of substandard vacant homes in the city. Also Paint McAllen Beautiful, which helps low-income, elderly, and disabled residents paint their homes with the help of community sponsors and volunteers. And last but certainly not least, McAllen's Project Clean Neighborhoods, a project that helps to keep our neighborhoods clean by providing roll-off dumpsters free of charge. Congrats to everyone involved with the national recognition. Besides cleaning up our big city streets in McAllen, the McAllen Public Works Department placed bright green signs on our street sweepers to promote safety. Roy Cantu has more on the Run, Ride, and Share campaign.
Thanks, Roxanne. We're here on the 2nd Street Trail, and right behind me is one of the city sweepers, and it has a new logo on it on the decal on the side. With me right now is Commissioner Veronica Vela Whitaker to talk about a little bit about Run, Ride, and Share.
Well, I'm very, very excited to have this truck with my decal on it. Actually, not mine, it's the city's decal. And it is Run, Ride, and Share, and it is to promote awareness to the runners, the riders, and the drivers in the city and all cities around us. We need to make sure that we make it aware that everybody needs to drive safely, the cyclists need to ride safely, and the runners need to make sure that they cross the streets safely also. We need to educate the public on how to be safe on the road.
This is a campaign that you sort of started grassroots. You started bringing in a lot of cyclists and people from the community. Now this is growing. You've brought in some other cities to sort of participate.
I have. So far we have partnered up with Edinburgh, Mission, McAllen, Weslaco, Hidalgo, and FAR. And the next 3 cities that I am going to target are going to be La Jolla, Harlingen, and Brownsville. And hopefully by then we'll be valley-wide on the awareness of the Run, Ride, and Share program to educate everybody to please be aware of your surroundings and make sure that we have no more fatalities or accidents on the road.
Is that the reason you started the campaign?
Yes, I did. We had 3 fatalities last year, and so because of that, we want to make sure that we continue the word that we need to run, ride, and share the road.
And that's motorists, cyclists, and runners.
Everybody. You know, there's lots of families out on the road now because of the hike and bike trail. They're on there in the afternoons with the strollers, and sometimes, you know what, they're not watching, or the driver is not stopping at the turn right on red, and because of that, there's a slight accident. Just about a month ago, I believe, in San Benito, a 23-year-old gentleman was going to work, and unfortunately, he was wearing his headsets, his earphones, and walked right across the train, and sad to say that he did not make it. And the train couldn't have stopped, but we just need to be aware. We also need to be aware as runners, riders, and cyclists. We need to be respectful of everybody. And the same with the driver. Everybody. It's just to respect the road.
Well, thank you very much, Commissioner, and we'll continue to sort of find out more about Run, Ride, and Share as the months progress and see how many more cities join this great cause. And of course, we have a lot of help from TxDOT, who's also been a partner in this project. So for the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
To learn more about the campaign, please see their Facebook page, Run, Ride, and Share. Follow them to learn more about events and information about safety initiatives for runners, cyclists, and motorists. It helps to learn the rules of the road for each group. And look out for those bright green signs on our sweepers. Those street sweepers were put to the test recently when McAllen teamed up with TxDOT and neighboring communities for the first ever Operation Clean Sweep. Roy Cantu has that story.
Thanks, Roxanne. We're here at the kickoff of Operation Clean Sweep. With me right now is Carlos Sanchez, our Public Works Director, who sort of initiated this new campaign. Tell me a little bit about Operation Clean Sweep.
Okay, Roy, Operation Clean Sweep is a partnership between the cities here that include City of Edinburgh, City of McAllen, City of FAR, San Juan, City of Alamo, and of course TxDOT. What we're doing today is we're sweeping over 40 or almost 40 miles of curb line throughout the city. That includes bike lanes and road shoulders, with the goal to improve the safety and the rideability of those facilities. I think the runners and the cycling community are going to really enjoy this because it makes it safe and it makes for a smoother ride. And so it's an undertaking that it's bringing resources from all these other cities and TxDOT to accomplish this task within an 8-hour period.
Now, these bike lanes were selected because they're used frequently. Is that how they were selected, prioritized?
Well, they were selected primarily because they have the shoulder and the bike lanes.
Okay. And this community partnership, do you expect to do another one to include other communities?
That's correct. We hope to include City of Mission, City of West Local in the future, and other communities throughout. The Run, Ride, Share campaign is looking for more partnerships to grow and, again, to bring awareness to the whole community, the Rio Grande Valley as a whole.
Thank you very much, Carlos. And this is from right here at the corner of Jackson and Nolana here at the Monitor. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
A McAllen resident who served in an elite unit during World War II receives one of the nation's highest honors. On February 3rd, Congress awarded Eugene Gutierrez and one other member of the Devil's Brigade the Congressional Gold Medal, its highest civilian award. The 1,800-member unit, officially known as the 1st Special Service Force, specialized in hand-to-hand combat and mountain warfare. Gutierrez took the podium in front of a crowd of about 700 for the hour-long ceremony in Washington, D.C. He was also honored with a special proclamation at a recent McAllen City Commission meeting. The award-winning Gutierrez was a McAllen Independent School District principal for several years before retiring in 1980.
If you'd like to know more about Mr. Gutierrez, join our social media family. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check out our Instagram, and we also have a YouTube page at City of McAllen. We'd love to hear your feedback.
We are gearing up for our Great American Cleanup, and to help us out with that, Miss Chris Lash of Keep McAllen Beautiful. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
So when is the big day, and what do we want to tell our volunteers?
Okay, so the big day is Saturday, April the 11th.
Okay.
And we want to tell our volunteers to make sure to get to the park a little before 8 o'clock. You can register online at keepmcallenbeautiful.org, or you can register at the park, and the park is Municipal Park on Bicentennial Boulevard. And so again, it's Saturday, April the 11th, 8 o'clock in the morning. We want everybody to come out there because we need as many helping hands as we can to help pick up trash and litter along our major thoroughfares here in McAllen.
Okay, so we know that we have a lot of folks out there that want to participate and do their civic duty. What can they expect to do on that day?
So on that day when they arrive, of course, we ensure that they're registered, that we have the paperwork for them, and then everybody is issued the supplies that they need, which is a vest, because you'll be out on the street,
okay, and
gloves and trash bags. And, you know, it's as simple as that. We will either give people a ride to their designated area. Everybody gets a map on where they should be headed to, and then we'll either take them on the bus out there and pick them up and bring them back to the park, or people can go in their own transportation to their designated event.
So they're literally, walking alongside the street, or maybe it's a park or a neighborhood, what have you, and picking up trash. How much of a difference do they make?
This makes an incredible difference, Roxanne. I mean, when you're out there driving around and you drive through streets, major streets, along the hike and bike trail as well, and you see there's no litter, I mean, it makes a huge difference. It makes your city beautiful. I mean, we have a beautiful city as it is, but sometimes...
More beautiful.
Yes, more beautiful. And sometimes unintentionally, people might litter when, all of a sudden they're carrying something and stuff blows away.
Right.
Because we want to make sure we get the message across that we don't want people littering. We want them to leave our parks clean or cleaner than it was when they got there. I mean, that should really be the rule of thumb. When you use our hike and bike trail, when you use the parks, try to leave it better than when you got there.
Right.
Because it's about preserving our environment. It's about caring for nature. It's about having pride in the place we live. And I know that there's a lot of our friends out there that have a lot of pride in our beautiful McAllen. And we get a lot of visitors that come. We get a lot of people from surrounding communities. And so this is a great time to really give back to the community that we love.
Okay, Chris, thank you for joining us, and we certainly hope that you're going to mark that on your calendar, April the 11th from 8 a.m. to noon, but get there a little early.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check out our Instagram, and we also have a YouTube page at City of McAllen. We'd love to hear your feedback. The City Central Station is celebrating its 10-year anniversary with some customer appreciation events. Central Station houses Metro McAllen and Metro Connect, which connects UTPA to UTP, and Edinburgh, McAllen, Harlingen, Brownsville, and South Padre Island, and Valley Metro, which connects to the Valley. In 2014, Metro McAllen recorded 750,000 riders. That's more than a 4% increase when compared to the previous year.
We have seen a huge increase in public transit with the rising gas prices, with people just trying to find new alternative modes just to get to school, to work. We have seen a dramatic increase.
To commemorate the decade anniversary, workers provided riders with a free day pass and some entertainment on the bus. Metro McAllen says it's a small way to show everyone they appreciate their business. McAllen Miller International Airport is flying high. That's because 2014 was a banner year for the airport. McAllen Miller saw a near record numbers of passengers, plus double-digit growth. The airport also received $10 million for runway safety upgrades and worked towards completing a $23 million expansion. The airport also launched an effort to add more car rental vendors, expanded its TSA area, improved the baggage handling system, and announced just recently that American Airlines would add a 6th daily flight to DFW International Airport. Airport administrators are hoping that the growth trend continues. Well, that wraps up another edition of the McAllen Update. Be sure to catch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and now on Instagram. We'll have complete coverage of the State of the City address on our channel and, of course, on our YouTube page. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roxanne Lerma.